Hello. Hi. Today I'm gonna talk about in the Revit how to create a curves. Actually, curve is pretty hard. There's basically two ways to create a curves. Well, not necessarily curves, but it can be most a lot of other things. Um, the first way of doing it is model in place, which means you create a new family and you use that family to sweep there. Let me show you. You just click there and they will tell you where you want to create them. I usually do it under railings. Click OK and then give a name like railing, know, model, and click OK, and then you can just do it in here. What's cool about here is if you check railings, they will create a new family here, which is already there. Okay, and then you could choose which one you want to do. We use sweep in this case, and you can pick a path. So for example, we want to pick path here. Let's say this is our path, and you can click it. You can you can select them. You can pick, and I think if you see here, once you have this box and it turn red, which means you already pick edge, and then you click OK, and then you can select the profile you want to do. All right. In this case, I'm gonna use profile rail curve. Okay. Click here, and then you see here they will show a profile down here, and I click OK, and they will create it for me. Okay. But there are issues on this because, for example, let's see, I show you. Let me finish the model. If see here, I'm right now I'm using a floor, so this floor I can edit the floor, right? If I make these points higher, you know, just make them significantly higher, and they won't move with them. Okay, they won't move. This is not connected. All right. Um, so this is not a great way of doing it. All right. Just let you know. Um, so what I usually do is I use rail. See here, this so by the way, if you delete this, see here, delete this. See, this is a family. If you delete them, the family will disappear also. Okay, so you don't have to worry about delete them later or something, right? Um, and what I usually do is use the rail. So railing, you click railing and you do the same thing, but the most important thing is you should pick a host first. Okay, you pick a host, and then you find the edge of the host, for example like this edge, and they will show up in the sea level, but actually it's not when you hit finish the edit mode. So you will have rail down here. Okay. um, but the most important thing is for this one, you want to select the rail you want to do. In this case, I'm using curb rail. Okay, and if I change the curb rail, see here, um, sometimes the rail will in the wrong direction. So what you do is very easy, just edit the path. In the path, you see this arrow, you just change the direction of it, then you can flip them. And then it was here. Okay, and then if you wanna, add make any changes, like the rail will change with them. Okay, the same thing if it's lines. Okay, just anything you could. It's really flexible. A great way of doing it. The other thing is create a profile. How do you create a profile? So you'll see here this profile is what I created. It's based on the typical profile. Okay, typical way of curves. You can actually do a bunch of them as much as you want, but I usually I usually do is I do like just create a family. See here, create a family, and you can choose a profile down here. Especially you want to use profile rail. Okay, if you pick it, you click open, and then you can draw any profile you want. All right, just make sure that okay, and after you draw it, you you can load them. For example, you can just like see here, you can right click you those files, right? You could open them again and load to this project. Once you load to this project, it will show up in here. Okay, show up the places you want. Okay, which is pretty cool. Um, you can easily Google how to do this, but the way, just now you know, the way to do curves is using Rail. Okay, so that's this. I'll see you next time.